bodies. Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now.
Like it's not.
You ain't got nothing to say. Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop doing this. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CO, start the show.
What up? It's the CO Show podcast. I am your host, CO. It is Monday, because we all sitting here right now. Gigi, how you doing, girl?
Gang, man. I had an amazing weekend. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I seen Lil Baby, Chris Brown, Wiz Khalifa, Logic, and Blast all in 1 week. Like, life is sweet right now.
Those are
That sounds
concerts.
fun. I
Life
need to be
is
there.
sweet
That's
right
pretty
now.
dope.
Yeah.
You so blessed.
You had some decent seats for the Chris Brown. I seen your story. You had some pretty decent seats.
I'm
I can't
telling you,
front.
and for it to be free 99, shit.
That was even better.
Well,
I would have sat on the roof. Amen.
I would have
Amen.
climbed on the stage, probably.
Leo, how was your weekend,
Like,
buddy?
okay, breathe.
Apparently not as fucking good as Gigi's. Shit.
I know, right?
We did merry shit and sat in the house. That's what we did.
I know that's
That
what.
sounds
Oh
fun.
no! Actually, I took the kids to a basketball camp yesterday, which was dope to get them out there. They're not ball players, but I want them to get out there. They just
Damn.
they ain't played in like 5 years. They did it back in the day trying to get them in basketball, and I think
Y'all don't have a goal outside your house?
we can't keep it up. So I because of HOA.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Like
make
the
us.
regular little joint?
Yeah, I got the one where you put the sand and water in the base.
And you roll it. Y'all
I have
can't,
to.
y'all can't roll it in and out the
HOA.
garage.
We can, but I don't. You know how much time it take to move that
So
motherfucker?
basically, you just lazy.
Nah, because they don't like to play with it as much. It ain't a thing they like to play with as much. They didn't grow up
Doesn't allow it.
Oh.
HOA doesn't allow it.
not to keep it out. I can have it out for them to play, but I got to put it up at the end of the night. But they'll come at like 6 o'clock. Sun go down at 7. Hey, can we take? No, you should have asked me at 12. And you would like. I'm not taking out for 10 minutes of basketball play.
Can you do the one that you put like just the backboard with the rim on like connected to the house?
No, it can't have a basketball
I
goal
was
out.
just gonna say that you can't do that. I know you can't have that. I know they allowed you to do like the rolling one because I had a rolling one. I used to be outside. My mom won't let me go nowhere, so that's all I did was shoot
Hold
basketball.
up, man. We don't know you yet. Hold on. I haven't gotten to you
She
yet.
just jumped right in there.
Hey, I'm
And this
coming to
woman
tell you.
who's told us about what she had already, Lauren is here today. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
You know, peaceful, blessed.
Peaceful.
I'm alive.
Lauren, where you from?
I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. Hey.
HV.
That show's from Huntsville.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Love
Yeah.
and Marriage, Huntsville.
There you go.
Alabama.
That show.
Love and marriage.
We're not gonna talk about that. No, I'm just.
You related to one of them?
No, I'm not. I dated his little brother though.
Who was his?
Who was his?
I ain't telling you.
Okay. We can do deductive
Martell.
reasoning.
Ah, look at that. Because I don't know these people.
Yeah.
No, I love that show, but go ahead.
No, I mean the show's cool. Being real with you, I really don't participate in reality TV situations. I just think it's just some of it to me for our community. I think it brings a lot of negative and you know, this is how black people are type situations. So I stay away from that stuff. I never really wanted to get
know
into
what?
that.
I love it.
You know what's funny is that particular show, outside of the infidelity and the arguing from every now and then, it's a pretty good, like, positive as far as seeing black people doing well.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh well, yeah, that
They
part.
all-
Exactly.
That
all
part.
three families are doing very well, like
That part.
in their businesses. So I
That's
would
the
say
reality.
it's not like one of those shows where people just want to be somebody. Like
Right.
they're actually like killing shit, like doing
Facts.
it, opening businesses.
Also, it's not like Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Hold on. You can't tell me a majority of these motherfuckers ain't really doing
I feel like this.
just saying.
They manifesting it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They, you know that.
for 12 fucking seasons?
Hey.
Some of them been on shows for 12 seasons and haven't used it to their advantage.
But see,
To each their own.
that is true. That is true. I will agree with it. That's another reason why I said I don't fool with reality TV, because I'm like, why don't y'all try to like make something out of yourselves, create a product or do something?
Because their
Use your
talent's really
platform.
not there.
Well, I think now versus when it began, that's the end goal now is like to become the biggest reality star you can be.
Yes.
It's like that's the end goal.
That's
for a
the
lot of
end goal
people.
now.
It
But
is.
at first, like CEO said, it was to use the platform
Yeah.
like Cardi B did.
It
and
was so new, you
certain
didn't know how
people.
long it was going to last, so
That
you wanted
part.
to use it to get on.
Yeah.
But
That is true.
That is true. 'Cause
Now we got long standing.
I want to do. I mean, I'm
Love
not gonna
and
lie. If I
hip-hoppers.
did do reality,
oh, now you want to do it.
if I did, no, I said if I
I'm just-
did,
I'm
if I
just-
did reality, it would definitely. That's what I said. It depends on the part of group of people that I'm with. Like,
Okay.
if I do it, I want to be like what Carly did, you know what I'm saying? Like, use that platform to build something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a model, actress, personality. I would take that and try to network and build myself into a bigger, you know, brand, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what's the point of doing it? Like, you want to just sit there till you 88 years old talking about, yeah, we going to the club to turn up. Like,
Speaking of a big brand, R. Kelly is in the news again.
Oh my God.
Hey, his transitions for the last 2 months have been on point.
Thank you. Anyway, R. Kelly has been in the news again. We were off last week, but we're back this week. There was news that came out like a week ago that was saying R. Kelly, the young chick that dates him, well, she's not young, she's in her, I guess, 20s at this point.
Savage?
20s. Yeah, Jocelyn Savage, I think is how they say it. But they said she had a tell-all memoir coming out, and they said she was pregnant. Later on, they said that was false news, and she's really not pregnant and does not have a tell-all memoir coming out. R. Kelly said today that he does not want, like his lawyer basically said he doesn't want anybody on the jury that has seen the whole R. Kelly
situation.
No, I'm talking about the reality show that came out, that Gigi Champions.
oh,
Surviving R. Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly.
yeah.
That's understandable.
Oh, you mean the docuseries? I got you.
But my thing is like, but who really hasn't seen it? With social media and everything going
Old
on.
white folks.
You have to go get some people
But then
who probably don't
still
watch
screwed.
TV.
Cause I mean, they still probably gonna like go to jail. He black and he's a black man that's supposed to be having money in the community.
I mean, but they do that with any time you go to court and they got to pick a jury. They always try to get people who
Non-biased.
non-biased as humanly possible.
but that's impossible. These days, it's so impossible for that to happen.
It's hard
Like,
with
Well,
social media.
that's not true because
How?
there's some people who do not watch TV, and then like the white lady who they asked who Lizzo was, and she said Precious.
Wow. Wow.
Yes,
Like,
to them,
you would think
some
there was
of them,
nobody
we
who
all
would
She
look
know
did
alike.
not say that.
She did say
To
Precious.
some of them.
Oh wow! But we all look alike though. So,
No.
To some of them.
You know, to some of them, we all
I
look
didn't
alike.
take it because she said she had bad eyesight. She said, and for
Nigga,
me,
was she fucking blind?
Her ass don't want to get canceled. Her ass do not want to get canceled.
What was her glasses then? I mean, come on,
she said,
if you can't see.
But she said on the same night she got Justin Bieber wrong also, and some other white girl wrong.
Do they have proof or evidence of this?
I didn't watch the whole show. I only watched the one clip.
Exactly.
I only
I mean, they
watched
just
the
want to
clip.
make it seem politically
Everybody
correct.
know Biebs.
They just want to make it politically correct. You know,
I mean,
she didn't want to seem racist.
I don't think it's beyond someone not to know who Lizzo is. Like, I just don't. Like,
Everybody knows who that woman is.
Everybody in the black community knows who Lizzo is. I don't.
She's
know.
black famous.
I
She's
don't
not
know. She's
pop famous yet.
transcended.
Really? Are you sure?
She's pop famous she's to the ones who stick close to, like, they listen to Nelly. Them type of people that are listen to pop hip hop.
Well, I mean, I guess nowadays to me, I mean, even hanging around younger people, like, you know, in their early 20s and stuff like that, like, especially I hang with different color people, you know what I mean? I go fist pump, you know, listen to some dub step and all that kind of stuff. Like, I do that.
Okay.
So my thing is, like, what I've noticed is it's been a transition. Like, people of other cultures are really wanting to be black, you know, take our culture.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, in essence, a lot of them know more about black music than I thought they did. You get what I'm saying? I'll be talking about something like, do you know about Dutch? I'm like,
Who the hell is that?
exactly.
You
They know
right.
about, like, they know about undiscovered rappers and stuff that
Yes.
I don't even know who that is. And I feel like I'm white because I don't know.
And I don't think it's beyond someone to actually know her music and not know who it is or
Okay.
know her name. 'Cause
Yeah.
I hear songs all the time, and I'm like,
That's real.
I don't even know
that's
who the fuck
true.
that person
That's
is.
real. Because
Yeah.
these little new TikTokers, I ain't gonna cap. I couldn't pick them out of the lineup. I couldn't pick
Me
it
either, because I don't even really get onto the TikTok. The only time I see TikToks is if it's on Instagram. Be honest
Okay.
with you, I'm mainly on Instagram. Be honest, I'm an Instagram person. Sorry.
Yeah. Me and my wife sit around and watch TikToks though.
I think I've never seen TikTok before. Like, I only see TikTok videos that people put on
Instagram, right.
from TikTok. I've never seen it. I'm probably not gonna see it. And I may be wrong. I may see it one day because
It's fucking interesting, bro. You find the right hashtag, you can sit there for hours and watch the right hashtag.
But I do the
Right.
same thing with
Right.
Instagram. Like,
Right.
sometimes I'll be on the toilet and I'll be there for 45 minutes. And I'm like, nigga, you finished using the bathroom a long time ago. I
Oh
don't
man,
know
I
how you
thought
Your
the only
legs
person
be
that
numb.
My legs be numb than a motherfucker.
Legs be numb, booty be cold. You be like,
I get up and can't feel my feet. Like, you just rocking and shit. Like,
Burning. learning.
So I do the same. I can see how you do it with TikTok. I do it with Instagram. You just be scrolling, and I'm telling you, it's a rabbit hole you go down sometimes, and you're like, fuck, an hour and a half done passed, and I'm still sitting here.
I like that old dude, the one talking about, I want to break your motherfucking back. I want to down top you for $300,000 insurance policy.
What?
Y'all seen that old man? He got glasses. Y'all have seen his old
I don't know
ass.
if I seen him.
I don't know.
You gotta prove that one because
I'll show y'all when we off, but y'all have seen his old ass.
I gotta see this. I'm start, you know what? Just because of you, I'm gonna start watching
At
TikTok.
first, I thought it was sexy, but then we started adding all the other additives. I said, I don't know.
Me too.
Mr. Papa, 85 or something is his name.
I heard of his name. I have heard of his name, Mr. Papa. But I don't think I necessarily heard of that, what you said.
Yeah.
Speaking of videos,
What?
there was a video that came out a couple of days ago. Spirit Airlines, there was a fight that happened.
Oh, yeah.
At the
I've
gate.
seen it.
A young man who works for Spirit Airlines was working the gate, and there was a young lady. Well, I don't know how old she is, but she basically, they were in each other's faces, and when I caught it, someone stepped in between them, and they were both popping shit, and he's like, bruh, don't
touch me.
Don't touch me, yeah.
So she reaches around the person in between and swings and misses. And then the second time she swings, she connects and hits him. And I know she connected because he lost his shit as soon as she connected.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in the NFL draft, and he was like not the draft, like the combine.
Ooh,
like
Lord.
he pushed the nigga in front of him.
He was running cone drills.
Pretty good. He was pretty good at what he was doing too. I was like, woo.
You better
He
sign
pushed
this
him
man.
off, jumped around him. And
We need them Falcons.
he got to that lady and he connected with her. And then there was another guy who was standing around and he jumped up and he's like, you don't hit a woman like that. But they said that I didn't hear it because I didn't hear the audio that well. But they said she called him a nigga when she was swinging at him. I'm a little bit torn on this, and I know how I think, but I want to know what you all think. Well, I'll say what I think first, and then y'all can tell me what you think.
Okay, go ahead. Because
I personally think I understand that people say you shouldn't hit a woman, and I somewhat agree. And I only say somewhat agree is because I'm an avid believer in everybody need to keep their damn hands to themselves. Because you don't know who was taught what, you don't know who learned what, and you don't know what kind of day that person's having.
Yeah.
And I think she kind of thought what women think sometimes is, he can't put his hands on me. He's a man, so I'ma agitate him, and I'ma just put my hands on him anyway, cause since he ain't supposed to hit me back. She just ran into a nigga who don't subscribe to don't hit a woman, and you can do that. So for me, keep your hands to yourself. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
well, my opinion on that, he doesn't. I mean, I don't. Well, I'm gonna say it like this: he doesn't really think that he's a man to begin with. You can kind of.
Oh, you saying he's gay?
Yes.
Okay. Go
and
ahead.
so, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I have a lot of friends that are, are gay, and, lesbian and things like that. But my gay friends, they do believe that they know they're men, so they're not gonna try to fight you. But at the same time, I also have some that actually think they are women, and they say if a girl hit them, they're gonna hit them back because in their mind, that's what they are. They identify themselves as a woman. So maybe that's what it was, with that situation. But I do agree with you when you say you don't put your hands on anybody. You know what I mean? Like when somebody jumped in between them or whatever happened on the plane or the situation which she didn't agree with, she should have just walked away. That's what it's called. Go to customer service and complain about the issue. That would have been the mature adult thing to do.
Facts.
That was supposed
Run up,
to
run up,
happen.
get done up. Well, y'all know how I feel. I just feel like a man still should never put his hands on a woman because your punch at the end of the day ain't shit on my motherfucking slap
true.
punch, whatever. So yes, she's there wrong putting her hands on him. Gigi had to work on that. I had to change because I was domestic back in my past, but that's a whole nother episode. But yes, don't you ever think that it's okay. My thing is, don't you ever think it's okay.
Abuser.
Sound like a couple domestic abuse classes.
They was cruising for a bruise.
Now we figured it out.
Yeah.
She feels so strongly because she's a past.
She's a repeat offender.
Actually, I am not. I am a born again.
Crazy.
I'm a born again. I don't swing hands. I don't
You're like
throw
those
up
girls
unless
who
it's
got like 5
look,
kids and
what I
call
gotta do.
themselves born again virgins.
Girl, this was years ago. I have evolved. It had to be like 2014, 15, like around that time. That might be the last time I spazzed on a
Well,
nigga.
I can't say
But at the end of the day, none of those men, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it came from another situation before then that led to that. So I had to
Emotional.
understand I got the domestic shit from a previous relationship where I was defending myself. I didn't wake up just wanting to punch niggas. I just got into whatever, but I unfortunately carried that on.
I was about to say, did that ever carry on to somebody else?
It carried on. So I actually like therapy, everything. Like, this is real shit. So yeah. So anyway, boom, boom, boom. But yes, I just feel like still as a man, I just hold y'all at such a high standard. It's just like, punch a fucking wall, grab a fucking thing and sling it, report her ass, get her arrested, like, do what you gotta do, but don't touch a woman.
Julio.
Okay, cool. So I seen the whole video because there's a short clip and then there's a longer clip.
Fill us in.
All right, so the clip starts regardless with them in each other's face.
Okay.
Him being at the airport, he should have to be in the customer service part. I've been on that end of it.
Okay.
Just de-escalate, walk away. When you can't get through to the person what you're trying to relate to them as far as what your rules are, whatever it is, walk away. Literally tell them I'm done and just walk away. That's the safest way to keep your job. Walk away. All right, you didn't want to walk away. She decided, I want to touch you.
Yeah.
All right, so all these guys in the video decided when this man said she hit him and he went after her, none of them stopped her when she was all in his face. They want to play Captain Save him afterward.
That's true.
Y'all stood around and watched her pop off for that long. Nobody thought to say, hey, sis, come here and get between them.
Right.
Y'all want to be Billy Badass when this man done got hit. All right, first of all, I'm under the thing. I like to think most of the time I'm not going to touch you. But I don't know what type of day I'm having. And I subscribe to the thing, don't put your fucking hands on me, and I won't do the same to you. The moment you put your fucking hands on somebody, you checked in to say, I want this. This is what I want. Now, Gigi, you said, well, my punch hurt worse.
Yes.
We ain't gonna play with my pain tolerance. That's what we not gonna do. You're not gonna sit here like I ain't got a fucking pain tolerance. Or I'm your fucking punching bag. You should have made the decision to walk, like, here it goes. If you didn't want them fucking problems, you shouldn't have signed up for it. Now, I have never put my hands on a woman.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I don't know how I'm going to react the day that one, because I've had a female bite me on my hand before with me trying to restrain her.
Okay.
And I didn't do it then. I would like to think I'm going to continue in that pattern.
Right.
But the other side of me says, if you touch me, I'm going to try my best to make sure you never touch me or anybody that look like me again.
That is true. I mean, I agree with you.
I ain't going to keep beating the shit out you, but I'm going to get you the fuck up off me.
Like I said, he identified as a woman, so you know when most people identify like that, like in that feminine
energy,
it's that energy. You get what I'm saying?
But in the moment she touched him, she identified as a man because obviously, because if you know, here goes. If I know he a big ass dude, I'm not running up on fucking CO to see if I want them problems unless I really want them problems.
Why she swung on him though, because she knew that he identified as that. But see, I don't disagree with him hitting her back. See, if she wanted that and she knew that he identified as in that feminine aura, she should have known he was gonna hit her ass back.
What was she? What's her nationality?
She's black. Or at least she looked like
Black.
it.
She looked like she was.
That's why when you said nigga, I was like, she was just talking.
That's why I didn't say anything because
It's a white. Oh, it's a black lady. She was a little lighter than you from what I seen in the video.
Personally, I thought she was a black lady, and I was like, she had a wig on and everything. I was like,
she had a wig on?
Yeah, she was ready.
I thought it was clip-ins. Now I'm just like, let me shut the fuck up.
First of all, it was Spirit Airline, and y'all know that's the.
Damn. No, that wig was throwing backwards like this when she was sitting there going in that man's face. She was sitting there talking.
Well, you know what?
No, dead serious.
I wouldn't have got involved. I'd be like, the nerve of you. You think I'm losing my flag privileges.
I would have like, girl, your wig can stay on. Then you come holler at me. Because I would have walked off. Personally, that's
First of all, it's not. Here goes. Say he doesn't hit her, right? I don't want to know what it feel like to be put on a no-fly list, because does that mean you can't fly on any? Because you're going to get put on somebody's no-fly list.
True.
The moment you get an interaction behind security at the airport, fuck behind security at the airport, you're going on either that airline's no-fly list or a total no-fly list. And I like to travel way too fucking much, as y'all know.
I'm already on Spirit's no-fly list. Oh, they're on mine.
What the hell you do?
No, I put them on my no-fly list.
That's right.
It got to be.
I do not do
Spirit.
I don't either. Frontier either.
GD do not do Spirit.
For the last 3-4 weeks, all you see on there is on Instagram is Spirit flights.
Well, but you know what? They just got bought out.
But I ain't booked that shit.
Spirit, JetBlue just bought them. So some of that culture is finna change.
Okay.
They said that they were keeping their the signs on the plane though.
I mean,
they may do it for a time being, but at a certain point, when JetBlue feel like this ain't beneficial to do it,
it ain't beneficial.
They're gonna swap it.
Be making money though. They had to be making something that they sold for that much.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't even put my life on that line for Spirit. I'm talking about it's not worth that
it
much.
Ain't worth it, baby.
I paid them extra few $100.
I ain't trying to land on one wheel.
I'm not trying to die. Like I mean, you know what I mean?
That's real.
I
love my life more than that.
My thing is, it ain't the plane. It ain't none of that. It's the fees that they tack on for the cheap ass flight, because they get you with the fees to even the shit out.
Say the baggage.
They charge you for a carry-on. Like
they do.
I'm like, and I've never flown them. I just know these things from hearing people who have.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I tried them, and I never would get on there again because it was a man that was sitting next to me. He was farting the whole time, and it was like, the middle the seats are really, really small because those planes are small as crap. Because I was like, well, let me go and get this hookup, because I was doing like this thing where you fly there one way and then fly back another way. So I had got like a cheap Delta flight connected with that one. I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'll do the Spirit going, and then I'm gonna fly back.
Delta.
But they're back.
Yeah.
Man, that was the worst experience I ever experienced in my life. When I tell you they're rude, folks be acting a mess. Like it's really like that's. I hate to say this, like it's like really you in the projects on the plane. Like I'm talking about Boom Quisha and Tanaka on there.
I keep my shit Delta. Unless I did Southwest.
Delta.
I did Southwest this summer going to Chicago, which was not bad.
That's in my contract. You book GG. Delta, baby.
I just don't like.
Oh, so they
planes
have to
that
fly
don't
you
have
Delta.
TVs.
I feel you on that.
I just don't like planes that don't have TVs.
That's
I
true.
probably should get an iPad. That's probably what I should buy.
I go to sleep on planes most times.
Plane? That's what Spirit is like. Soul plane.
No, thank you.
You mean the coach part? Because the other part, I wish a plane was like the other part of Soul Plane with the dance floor and the drinks, shit, the partying. I'm with it.
On to our final topic. I thought this pretty
that would be nice if a plane actually had a club and all that kind of stuff on there, especially when you go on like 15-hour flights overseas somewhere.
It does. It's called private.
I mean,
Facts.
private. I mean, I did first class before, but not necessarily private. See, I never did private, so I don't know anything about that.
I ain't got
Speaking
that
of
money.
women being flown out, study shows dating opportunities for men are decreasing as more healthy relationship standards arise. I read into that and I was just like, well, what are they talking about? And it basically said
we pimping y'all.
They did it said they did a study.
Pimping. We got
They did a study on dating apps and they saw that men outnumbered women on dating apps as far as like higher 60%.
Yep.
And women were the rest. And they're saying that men are the loneliest that they have been in they don't know how long right now, currently. I think that's a little wrong. And I only say that because I think that
Just because you know?
I think that there's men on there who are also in relationships and married.
Okay, I agree with that one too.
So
Damn.
I think the percentage is a lot higher because everybody knows somebody, husband or boyfriend, who's on a dating app right now.
Some of y'all dated them.
Say their ass. I don't date
Gigi,
married
you don't wanna
men.
expose
That's
people.
one thing Gigi ain't never did in my motherfucking life, and I stand firm on that shit. I would never deal with a married man.
I
ever.
didn't know
I
about
don't
it.
think people know that they're
I
married.
would never do that.
I'm just saying.
And when I find out, it's curtains. Ain't none of that shit.
Because I dated a man that was married, but it wasn't on purpose. Like, I didn't know the man was married. It literally was like, he just asked me, like, hey, let's go do lunch. And I was like, okay, cool. It was daytime. It wasn't him asking me to go to a strip club or nothing like that. We had a nice lunch, talked about business and different things with my aspiration, goals, dreams.
Ooh.
He was talking real, and I was like, okay, cool.
Buttering your ass up.
I'm like, okay, daddy. I'm like, okay, daddy, come on.
Yeah, he was waiting for you to call him daddy.
I thought I had me a daddy, but then so
Sugar daddy.
somebody
came time for the
saw me
sugar.
that knew me that was walking past, and I was wondering why the dude didn't speak to me, because usually I speak to everybody. I don't care, like, if you got a girlfriend, whatever. I speak to your girl, I speak to you.
Facts.
I'm like that. I just respect the situation. He didn't speak to me when he walked past me, and I said, when I saw him again, I said, what's up, dude? Why you didn't speak to me? Because he was a club promoter. He was like, Lauren, because I saw you on a date with old dude, and I'm going to let you know now, that man married. That man got 2 kids. I said, what?
Oh, he was a hater.
Oh, yeah.
He was married with 2 kids.
Nah, they ain't had nothing to do with him. He minded other people. Because here it goes.
The guy code.
He said he was married with 2 kids.
Hold on.
I don't want that.
Here you go. You know what?
Married man
She didn't say that was my homeboy. She said somebody I knew. Now, if that was your partner, okay, all bets off. I get it, but
Fuck
just
that. Tell me.
Ain't my business.
Tell me.
You know,
Don't block my blessings.
he didn't say
Tell
he was.
me.
I guess he knew the man. I don't know. I didn't ask any questions because personally, I felt like once he told me he was married and he had 2 kids and all this extra stuff going on, I was done from that.
Did you
point.
finish the date?
Did I finish the date? No, he didn't tell me this until the next day after I talked to him.
She
So there
did
weren't
it.
any
Because
more
he was the
dates.
I did the date. I was just wondering why he felt uncomfortable, speaking to me. Because me and him always joke and play and talk to each other.
Girl,
You know
that
what I'm
ain't
saying?
nothing but God.
So
That wasn't nothing but God.
literally the next day, like when I went to work, because I do
real.
work at a club. You know what I'm saying? And so we went to work. I'm like, dude, so why you ain't speak to me? Like, what was up? You know how you do one of them ways and you kind of.
Yeah.
And I actually told the man when I was about to speak to him, I was like, oh, that's my homie right there. I'm finna speak to him, trying to wave.
Yeah.
And
He played you cop.
but see, his back was towards dude. And I could only see my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't know who it was, So he just walked on in. And then the next day I asked him, I was like, what's up? He was like, girl, that man is married. And I ain't know, with 2 kids. I ain't know what you had going on with him. And da-da-da-da. I ain't want to interrupt. And I'm like, dude, like, I didn't even know this man was married. I didn't know none of this stuff. He's like, man, that could have been your cake daddy. I said, what?
Did you confirm that his marriage was still on? Because he could have been going through a divorce. I actually had it.
Personally,
I'm just asking.
Personally, I don't care because that should be something that you discuss with me when you're sitting here talking
The
about
first day?
I think when you're talking to me and you're sitting here,
I ain't been in dating pool for a while.
but what I'm saying is like he literally is sitting there talking about how he wants to be with me,
Facts.
wants me. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't come at a woman talking about those type of things. And me personally, I'm ready to settle down. I want to be with one person.
Okay.
So if you come at me on that type of situation, that was the whole purpose of you asking me my goals, my aspiration. What do I
Facts.
want? Where do I want to live? Da, 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 da. You're asking me all these things for a reason. So that's how women think, or women that are mature and ready to be with somebody permanently.
So you think when a man asks you all those questions that he's ready to be serious?
In some kind of way, because most dudes, and if you want to talk about Atlanta, you're gonna go to the strip club, you're gonna go to the Pony, and you're gonna do lunch there, get you some chicken wings. They're gonna give you a couple hundreds. You're gonna watch some booty shake around. Your first day is a club, or it's always something random.
I think that's a type of guy.
No,
Hold on, couple hundred.
it is
It's
a
a
mix.
mix of a type and a mix of honestly. That's the dating pool we're dealing with. We're dealing with
Yes.
bitch ass
Niggas.
First of all, hold on. Let's go back to the
Bitch-ass niggas.
He gonna hand you a couple hundreds.
Like stacks of hundreds, so you can throw it
Oh
on the
yeah.
girl.
Oh, they gonna impress you in the beginning.
They gonna do that.
Baby, I lost my
I mean,
card.
even if you do go to a nice dinner, after
My
the
card
dinner,
declined.
he's gonna indicate that he wants to take you to his house so y'all can chill and have a night.
I don't want this night to end.
Yeah, I don't want this night to end. I don't
Yes,
wanna,
nigga, you just saw them stacks. It's time to pay up.
I didn't ask for that.
Bye, Lance.
But you took it, though.
You took it.
I didn't ask for
But
that.
you took it though.
We stumbled upon
If a
something
man
great.
tell you-
Hold on.
If a
I'm
man gave
listening.
me a stack of hundreds
Yeah.
and say, "Here,
Take
throw." If a man really knew me, I don't even like strip clubs. To
Okay.
be honest with you,
What did you do with him?
what did I do? I threw them because
Okay.
I felt
Okay,
bad
at
for the
that
girl.
point-
I told the girl, I said, hey, look, I told the girl, I literally whispered to the girl, I said, hey, this is my first date with this dude. I don't really know him like that. He gave me stacks of ones. I really don't like strip clubs, but hey, look, go ahead and dance, and I'm gonna throw this money on you because you here at work, and that's what you here for. And I gave it to her.
You just
Because
took
that's
one
what
for
she's
the
supposed
team.
to. That's what she's supposed to. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
And then keep $20.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't get on to keep the money game until later because
I keep the money. I ain't gonna. I have it. Make it rain.
I throw it all on the girls because I feel like, man, they here butt naked shaking their ass.
That's real.
And you might as well give it to them because
That's
I be
real.
pissed. I be mad as hell when I be serving at my club,
Facts.
hookahs and
And they
stuff,
don't tip.
and they don't tip or they
Yeah.
girlfriend tell them put that rest of their money back in their pocket because they was finna tip me big. I be mad as hell. I'm not no hater. Here,
Yeah.
baby, get this money. Get your money. You're here to
I
work.
won't call it hating though, but continue.
I do.
I ain't calling that shit hating, but I'm just listening.
That's how you-
I do. I call it hate because
That's
if
hate.
I'm out with my man and he's about to tip a girl some money, I let him do it. Cause
Well, maybe his girlfriend.
Not $1,000.
No, but
no,
like,
I'm not talking about
maybe
$1,000.
his
I'm talking about
girlfriend
this
is
is like
thinking.
I'm talking about $20.
That's cool.
Oh, that's a regular tip right there.
I'm talking about $20.
That's a regular tip.
This nigga
That's
gave me
why-
1,000.
No,
I'm gonna throw
that's
5
why
on her, and I might put 5.
No, I'm talking. No,
Nigga.
no.
Hey,
That nigga give you 1,000. If a girl
Hey.
with me and somebody give her 1,000, bitch, you gonna bring 999 and throw that one.
That's right. I just throw that $1.
You gotta throw that one, and we heading to the exit.
mean-
We gonna live good for a few
Especially in
days.
my college days. What? I used to be. Man.
I was engaged in college
Gone,
Oh, wow.
girl.
and then engaged again after.
Oh, this sounds like a session.
This a session. This an episode.
that sounds like some therapy need to be in this bitch.
This an episode.
Look, I man gets to live. No, I did for a little while because I ain't gonna lie. That's why I broke off my first engagement because I was too freaking young. I was too young for that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Lori Harvey.
I was too fucking young. I was like, for real.
Women are no
And
longer
not trying to be funny,
settling.
I kind of regret it. I wish I would have just broke up with him and told him like, hey, I was young because he was older than me. He was 23 and I was 18. So it was just kind of like
He was too young too.
I mean,
he was
but
young.
He was mature. He was very mature for his age.
Because you were 18, it seemed that way. Because I guarantee to a 25-year-old, that motherfucker was still young. That lenses you look through at 18 are not the ones you look through at 25.
That is true. That is true. But even after that, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, even before I got engaged again, he tried to come at me again, but I wasn't attracted to him in that way anymore because I was attracted to the new dude.
Oh shit, Lauren.
You and Gigi rubbing off on each other.
Y'all just didn't know it.
Hey, Gigi,
Nice to meet you,
I have
gang.
a quick question for you.
Yes.
Like, you said women are no longer settling, right?
Yes.
It's weird to me, and I thought about this yesterday, like women not wanting to settle, and I'm okay
Yes.
with that. I guess my only issue is like, you bought a house before, right?
No, that's what I'm in the process
Okay.
of doing.
So you're in the process-
But I got properties. That's totally different and separate. But I
in the
want my
process
own
of-
home.
You're in the process of buying
Yes.
a house. When you get that house,
Yes.
do you think that you'll have to make like upgrades to it at some point? Like, do you think you get
Of
everything you want when you buy it, or do you think you have to make
No, it's gonna be something I might not like.
But that is my problem. You're willing to make upgrades in every other part of your fucking life, but when it comes to a nigga, we have to be perfect.
No,
from the
you don't
get-go.
have to be perfect.
You bought a
just
house.
out of the 10 boxes,
Invest-
nigga, you need to check 8, and nothing's wrong with that.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong with me saying
we
out
good
of
with that?
10 boxes, I want 8.
But
You can't come to me with 3
I don't
boxes.
think a man's
You can't come with me with
perfect.
3 boxes and say, baby, no,
But
nigga,
the,
I'm done.
the
Good
thing that
projects.
really, the
I'm
thing that
fucking
kills me
done.
about that, the comments, the way you're talking about with the boxes, the women that I hear talk, say there's 10 boxes,
Yes.
whatever those 10 boxes are,
Right.
they don't meet 5 of their 10 boxes.
That's on them.
But what I'm saying, the women don't meet those, but yet want the man to have the
And I'm
90
gonna tell you
to.
another thing too. Niggas don't give a fuck about our boxes. Not all. I ain't gonna say most.
You know,
Most of us.
If a
I don't know
man
if it's
wants
pretty
to-
privilege. I don't know what it is.
If a-
But they don't be giving a fuck about my degrees. They don't give a fuck about
That's what
all
we
that other
know.
shit I got going on.
Can you
But we like
No,
that.
I'm with
We
her
like
on
to
that
cook.
shit.
We like to do.
I
I got a whole cookbook for my future husband because I want to be the best wife
I'm
ever.
telling you, I'm talking about cooking for the nigga. I used to give my ex-fiance damn feet massages, used to give him pedicures. I used to do all cook, clean.
Soon as that nigga get off
suck,
work.
everything.
That
Dog,
part.
I'm talking
That
about
part.
for real. Like, I used to do everything, and the thing about it is, a man would go and be with some woman that can't do nothing.
Can't
for
do
him.
shit.
Can't do shit and treat her like she's a fucking queen of Egypt. And so that's the reason why we start to think like that. You know, like I said, sometimes I had gotten this thing where I felt like good girls don't win because it's like we could check all the boxes and do everything we supposed to, and they still
You
gonna
like-
intimidating.
you feel like good girls.
You're
don't win, but
intimidating.
I guess I wonder, like, do you know any married women? Like, do you know any married
Yes,
women?
I do.
Yeah.
And
Do you
I'm-
think that they're not good girls?
No, I do.
Okay, so why are the good girls not winning?
But I will put it like this. I will say that she went through more things than I
would do.
Than I would.
Then I would tolerate for the ring.
No, not I'm talking about the dude. I'm talking about the dude helped her mold into
The bean.
the thing. Like he put her on these aspirations and motivation. And
I seen that
all
too.
Kind of thing. But even though she's very smart. She had her own job doing all this. I mean, work for the government, everything.
Mm-hmm.
She had all that. She did. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was a lot of other stuff. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
we wouldn't tolerate.
No, y'all talking about something different.
Yeah, y'all on 2 different pages right
I'm
now.
talking about both of them actually. They both, but they molded to something. They got a better relationship. So I live, and being real with you, I kind of mold myself to thinking like how they relationship is built. I like how neither one of them had the full box. When they came together, he kind of gave her that therapy to get all that brokenness out of her. She gave him the therapy to push him to go do exactly what he wanted to do with his career. So now she's a stay-at-home wife doing her PR and doing all her things that she needs to do for her life, and she's doing positive things because they helped each other mold into something. So that's what I want. I want something that we can mold each other. That's
Yes.
what I believe in.
Oh, you mean like a power couple?
Yes.
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
And women ain't settling. They ain't
Well,
settling.
the biggest.
I don't require a power couple. I think
do.
that I'm cool with a woman having a regular job and
You can have a regular job.
and simple. Like, I don't need to be some high status
It's not
in the
about
community.
high status. I'm talking about
Men don't care about
I
that
don't
shit.
care about, like, can she cook?
Right.
Can she take care of my children?
Yes. Will
Can
she be a good mother?
It's regular, basic things that are important to men that people may overlook.
Because they don't care about that.
It
That's
depends.
real.
Here goes. There's no one thing for any one person.
Yes.
Here goes.
That's real.
What works for your mom and dad
Right.
is not going to work for you, or me.
That part.
What worked for my brother is not going to work for me. For example, my grandfather was the type that he would bring his whole check home minus what he wanted for cigarettes and something to drink, and my grandmother would take care of all the bills.
That's true.
I don't do that in my
My
household.
grandfather did that.
And that's what works in my household.
But that was society then.
But here goes. I think people, not just women, not just men, people's biggest problem right now, they look at social media and want instant gratification and don't look at those couples that are actually happily married 10, 15, 20 years and see all the fucking bumps and bruises they went through to get to that happy place. Because me and my wife had to go through that. Everybody has to go through that. It's just you want the happy now. Well, no, hell no. We had to go through a maturation process. Like you're talking about 23. That's way too young. Really, that's real talk. Those are very few and far between relationships that start at that age and last the test of time.
In our community.
Yeah. Well, period. White or black.
that's
They
true.
they like to make you think white people. They
make the-
divorce rate damn near as high because my kids.
You can't say that. You can say the divorce rate is high, or let's say you can say, oh, there's a certain number of black people divorced, there's a certain number of white people divorced. Their number is higher than ours, correct?
Wait, white people's?
But there's more. There's way more white people than there are black people.
What I'm saying is the society likes to make you think it don't exist in their communities.
Yes.
When I live in those communities, I live in that community predominantly white.
Yes.
And they don't have fathers coming to the thing because fathers aren't in the fucking house. And I was
Yeah.
like, what do
I
you
think
mean?
that white people get divorced, but I think that a lot of white people stay together and are married at that's a normal thing for a white girl going to college.
She will get remarried in the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Drop.
Okay. Well, see,
And I need the book.
coming from where I'm from, that's the only thing that I really necessarily knew. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm
Huntsville.
saying? Like, I was raised to, well, that's the way my mother raised me. Like, and then also I wanted something that she didn't have, which is a father figure or a man. You know what I'm saying? Cause
A husband and stuff.
and that's what I wanted in my life, a husband and have my kids have a father figure and all this kind of stuff. Because I didn't really necessarily know how a man's supposed to treat me. That was one of the reasons why I used to be scared to date, because necessarily I didn't even know what he was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying?
Now?
Do I know now? Hell yeah.
Like what?
First of all, a man should just respect you.
And we're going
Yes.
to exit on this. Go ahead.
No, I'm being for real. Like, respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want the little things. I don't even necessarily want a man that even have to be this wealthy, because one thing I realized about life is money can be made, but spirit, soul, a mind, all that cannot be made. You can character. Yes, girl. I'm talking about, like, you can be with somebody and he can be boring as hell. That's one of the reasons why me and my ex-fiance, the first one we not together, he was kind of boring to me. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that can play with me.
My
joke
best
with me,
friend.
that's not sensitive. My best friend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what I know I want. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Men
be the
are
same with
highly
you.
sensitive.
Huh?
Men are highly sensitive.
They
Oh
are.
yes.
If you tap the right red button, yeah.
But see, you should know what right button not to touch on
That
your
part.
man.
But you gotta have the open communication. Like me and my wife are very open about we can't play like this. She can't play like that. I can't play like this.
You can't lead me if you can't communicate. That's a deal breaker for me. That is a deal breaker.
That is true, because I'm
That's
like
a fucking
nobody that
deal
can't talk
breaker.
to me about stuff.
I'll have to walk away
We have to talk
from that shit.
We have to talk. Because I'm a
Yes.
talker. Because I'm gonna ask you, like, what's up?
Let's
Like,
work through those tough times.
I mean-
Correct.
Enough today from our married insiders, Julio, Lauren, and Gigi.
Hold on, I ain't no married inside.
I'm the only fucking insider on this motherfucking show, partner.
I'm trying to get married. I'm trying to get married.
We
both
said
been
get the
engaged
ring.
twice.
Hey, where my husband at?
It's like the nigga who went to the combine. He didn't make it.
Grade twice. We can't make this up on this show, baby.
They 40 times wasn't adding up.
That's our time for the day. Let them know to find you at Gigi.
Make sure y'all follow me at JIGI_DNIRO, baby. I won't buy it.
Lauren, let them know where to find you at.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lauren Hendricks. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at LLAURYN, Hendricks like Jimmy _
Right here at the bottom of the screen. And you can find me at JULIOATL_ right here at the bottom. And all of us at the CO Show podcast right here at the bottom. And sir, where can they find you?
At the.co.show. Again, that's at the.co.show. I don't know why I get this fucking...
He gets stuck on that shit. It's not mine.
Did I stutter? I don't think I stuttered. I stopped. Thank you. Anyway.
Bye-bye.
Time for the day. See y'all.
Gang, gang.